guys, welcome back to my channel and to a video that I've actually been meaning to film for the longest time, but I'm here with it today, and as you've seen from the title, it is my 6 months on maintenance video, which is actually now changed to 8 months on maintenance because I have actually been meaning to film this video for the last 2 months, which is crazy. But it means that I have more to share, more to give you guys. I've had a wider time scale to work on this, so yeah, today I thought I would give you a bit of a maintenance update, how I'm finding it, a bit of a brief overview of where I come from, where I'm at and where I want to go in the future. So I thought I would sit down and discuss my maintenance journey, and I hope you all enjoy it. Pop in the comments box down below how you guys are doing, whether you're on maintenance, whether you're losing, whether you're trying to gain, because I'd be really interested to know. So where am I now? I am 8 months in, as I've mentioned, and I am still working on a loss of over 4 stone, which is, to be honest with you, quite crazy. It's an amount of weight I never set out to lose, I never thought was possible. I was about a size 18 UK before, 14 stone 2 at my absolute heaviest, and now I'm 8 stone, between 8 stone 2 and 8 stone 4, depending on various factors. If I've been to the loo, what I'm eating, PMS, that kind of thing, but I tend to stay within that kind of range. So it's a lot of weight. It's a big difference to me, both physically and mentally and everything like that. But yeah, I'm in my 8th month, really happy, healthy, and not finding it difficult at all. I think I get asked about a lot is, you know, what do you do once you get to goal? How will you cope? How do you know what to do? You just do. If you put the learnings in place, and if you have a very organic, slow, progressive, unrealistic weight loss journey, then once you get to maintenance, the lessons are already learned and there's nothing really for you to do but to carry on. So yeah, I mean, it's still not the easiest thing in the world. I'm not going to say to you it's mega easy all the time. It's not. I have mental demons I have to battle with sometimes, and restriction, that kind of thing, and just getting into that mindset. But I'm in a really good place. Again, I've kept off 4 stone, really happy. The only thing I did have to change, it was I had to put my points up. So once I got to maintenance, my points went from 23 to 28, which is where they're at now, and I'm doing really well with it. So the next one is, what have I found hard and easy when it comes to maintenance? So obviously the easy parts of maintenance are you're allowed a little bit more food. So I'm not quite as strict as I was before. Back in the day when I was on my weight loss journey, I was weighing out cheese, bread, rice, pasta, Maltesers, like pretty much everything was a very set portion size, whereas now I'm much freer with it, I'm much looser with it, and I have that buffer that I can rely on. I know again that the lessons have been learnt when it comes to things like portion control, so that has been brilliant, that has been super easy and really nice actually. And a great other part of maintenance has been the fact that, you know, the benefits that have come with the confidence boost and being able to wear exactly what I want when I want and have that confidence, have that self-assurance that I didn't have before. That has all been brilliant. But there has definitely been a darker side to this weight loss. There has definitely been things that have impacted me in a negative way, things that continue to impact me in a negative way. The main one amongst them is how hard I am on myself. I am very hard on myself. I think it's the fear. It's that fear of, what if I go back? What if this weight goes on? And it's not a healthy mindset to have, and it's not one that I can just shake off. I'm trying to be really realistic, and trying to rationalize behaviors and things like that, but it's not easy, and I don't pretend to be perfect at it. So there are some times when I restrict myself unnecessarily, or I'm harder on myself than I need to be, and I need to just chill the hell out. So that has been a hard part for me. The extra calories has been harder at first than it was now. I remember initially when my points went up, I found it really hard to eat all those calories and not have that food guilt, which I hate food guilt. Even when I was losing weight, I didn't have food guilt, but I think that's because I had a goal in mind. I had something I was striving for, and I knew that it was in plan, I knew it was all in place, whereas now there's no goal, there's no focus. I feel like for me, I struggle with the grey area, I struggle with the lack of routine in it all, I suppose, and trusting myself that little bit more when it comes to my choices. So that's definitely something that I found really hard. I don't pretend to get it right every single day, every single time. I'm working on it, but it's nice to have that worry, isn't it, in a way. It's nice to be at maintenance. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, feel sorry for me because I have some hard days. I'm just saying that it's not as easy. It's not a fix-all scenario when it comes to weight loss. The next thing is the weight fluctuations and gains. This can be seen as a positive or a negative depending on what side you look at it. I would definitely say some days I look at it and I'm super positive, and some days I'm just like, I can't do this, it's too much for me, and it frustrates me. Again, with my weight, I kind of fluctuate between 8 stone 2 and 8 stone 4, depending on, again, all the factors I mentioned before. If I've been to the loo, stress, PMS, have I had a big meal, water retention, undigested food, all these things play a part in it, hormones, everything. So when you weigh yourself a lot like I do, I definitely weigh myself at least once a week, if not more. I'm not gonna lie. I need to weigh myself less, but it's just on maintenance. I need that element of control. So that's how I control a situation that I feel needs it. It doesn't. I'm never getting the surprise, but it's just really hard. And I'm not going to sit here and say it's all roses, because it's not. And I like to be real and honest with you guys and let you know when I do struggle with things, because I think it's important to share. So I would definitely say seeing weight fluctuations, gains and losses is hard. Some days I'll try really hard to not lose weight and I'll step on the scale. I've had a pretty stressful week and I've lost a couple of pounds, and I'll get really angry with myself and it's hard. And then other days I'll be really good and then I'll have gained some weight and I'm thinking, like, what the hell? And again, I'm then hard on myself. So that has been difficult. It's been a challenge, but I'm working on it. And some days I get it right and some days not so much, but I feel like it's a process and a learning experience for me. The next thing I wanted to talk about is changing my headspace. So I was really good at this at first, but as time has gone on, it's been, again, that grey area has been creeping in and it's been that much more difficult. Changing your headspace to maintaining your weight as opposed to losing weight, it's hard. It's really hard. It's not easy, and it's taken about 8 months for me to nail it and just become freer with it. But yeah, having that shift in what you're supposed to be doing and what your goal is and what's important to you is quite tricky. But again, I've had a bit more time to deal with it and I am getting better at it. But I felt more at ease when losing weight because I had an incentive, I had a goal, I had a purpose for it. Whereas now I'm just that going along with it. And as lovely as that is in a lot of ways, it can be quite unsettling for someone like me who loves structure and loves that sense of routine in things. So yeah, that's been quite tricky, but again, it's something I'm adapting to. It's something that I'm working on. Remembering to consume more, that's not so much of an issue now. Now I'm just used to it, as I was when I was losing weight. I got used to the lack of calories. Now I'm used to the excess calories that I'm having. But at first it was a struggle. It was a struggle to make sure that I wasn't losing more weight. There were times when you guys would know I'd say I'm done now, I'd lose another half stone. I'd say I was done now, I'd lose another half a stone. It wasn't easy and it wasn't something I was doing consciously. It's just so ingrained in your mind that you can't really help it. So that has definitely been an experience for me, something I didn't think I'd struggle with, but I did, and I did for a really long time, and I still struggle with it now. Like it's by no means completely gone away, it's just a lot better than it was. I think the confidence boost for me has been the biggest change when it comes to the mental side of things, because I still struggle with a lot of the other things, like again, the weigh-ins are a bit excessive, a bit too much. Again, the calories, I can be too hard on myself sometimes, so that definitely does need work. The thing that doesn't need work, and the thing that I feel really confident with and content with, is the self-confidence I have now, which is really, really nice. And it's such a nice place to be when you've been in such a dark place with it for so long and so many years. So I'm mega grateful for that. And again, I feel so much happier and healthier than ever before. It's just the other things that I still really struggle with, and I think I will struggle with them just indefinitely until I learn to let go. And I don't think I ever will learn to completely let go. It's just not in my nature. I'm a bit of a control freak. I have to have full control over things, and when I don't, I kind of shut down, and it's hard for me to explain. It's really hard, but I wanted to, again, be as frank and open, as honest with you guys as I can when it comes to my maintenance, how I'm doing with it, how I'm finding it. I'm finding it really good. I'm finding it 70% great, 30% a struggle, for the reasons that I've mentioned. But I would love to know if any of you guys are on maintenance as well, how you're finding it, if you can relate to anything that I've said. And again, if you're in your weight loss journey now and you're sort of thinking that it's a fix-all solution, it is a fix-a-lot solution, I'm not gonna lie. It feels great, I feel a ton better, a ton more confident, and I feel really happy. But it's not a fix-all scenario. It's not going to fix insecurities and anxieties to the massive extent I thought I would. For example, I always thought I'd be really happy with my body, and I'm really happy with it, but I'm always going to have a lot of excess skin, which I've always been like one to share this, I'm not going to lie. But had I not have lost all that weight, I wouldn't have had the excess skin that I have now. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts. It's not a fix-all solution, because you'll always find something that you're not happy with about yourself. I think that's human nature. We're very modest beings and we don't like to toot our own horns, or a lot of us don't. And I think we'll always find something we want to improve on and work on. And yeah, but for the most part, I'm really happy and healthy. I'm so glad I did it. I would never in a million years look back. And I'm really excited for you guys to get to this place so we can support each other. And yeah, if you guys have any hints and tips when it comes to overcoming the things that I've mentioned that I'm struggling with, do let me know. If you can relate to any of them, again, do let me know. Help a sister out. Let me know I'm not on my own. But yeah, anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out today. I'm sorry it's not a mega uber positive one, but again, I like to be honest with you guys, and it's not the easiest thing in the world. Even though I'm not struggling with keeping the weight off, that is nothing, that has been the easiest thing, keeping the weight off. I think in my head I thought every negative thing that was impacted by my weight, or I felt was impacted about my weight, would suddenly disappear. Which of course it wouldn't, do you know what I mean? It's crazy to even think that. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. If you have anything to share, pop it in the comments. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in my next one.